My friend, what are you doing down there? What are you doing down there? You don't need to be down there. How's it going? Hey, do you ever have thoughts around your childhood where you are you're angry? You're angry about your dad. You're angry about the time that he didn't spend with you. You're angry about the moments when you played baseball, or you played hockey, or you played a sport and he wasn't there. He was working. Or what about when you were a kid and your dad was home, but he was busy? He was busy cooking food, or he was busy taking a break. He was on the computer, or your dad was watching TV and he was too busy just chilling out and he said, not right now. Or what about none of that? What about he was working and he worked a lot and he worked for days and days away from you, mom, and your sister, brother, and it made you really upset, and it made you so upset that you got angry, and slowly but surely it accumulated over the years. Those little accumulations of anger, those little moments of anger, sadness, turned into resentment. Years before I was born, my dad injured himself. He injured his back. And that meant that he couldn't always come out and play street hockey with us or ice hockey. That meant that his back hurt a lot and he had to spend time resting. He was either at work making a meal for us, or he was inside taking a break. And as a kid, that had an effect on both myself and my brother. And over the years, I realized I had some issues with that. I actually had some big issues with that. And what happened with that over the years was, as I got into my own family with my own kids, I realized that I was harboring some resentment towards my dad because of the times that he missed where I didn't get the attention from him that I wanted. And when I landed on that, my friends, man, that was tough. That was a tough moment for me. That made me even more angry. It made me denial first. It put me in a state of denial, but it made me even more angry because how come I didn't recognize that? How come I didn't see that? How come it took till now where I wasted all that time and I didn't get to tell him about it? You see, I'm a true believer in when those things come up, they're meant to come up at those times, those precise times. I'm also aware that the body keeps score. It keeps track of all those memories, all those little accumulations of anger that we have, as men especially. And that we see our self-worth just like we saw the first part of this video where I picked you up off the ground. You don't belong there, but that's where we believe we are. We believe that we're low. We believe because of the attention that we did not get from our dads that we are lesser. We are lesser than what we are really meant to be loved like. And the truth of it is this: when you start to see, like I started to see, that I was worthy of more, or that taught me, and it took a while for me to get there, but that taught me a lot about my own self-worth, and insofar as I didn't value myself enough because my dad hadn't shown me enough time that I wanted in the moments that I really needed him. That self-worth was learned in those moments where he wasn't there. You can be a victim. I'm not a victim. But you can be a victim and you can let that run your life. Or you can leave that and look at it, let it go, and see it as a life lesson. And I choose to see that as a life lesson because what that taught me was, well, it taught me that it wasn't my fault that he wasn't able to be there in the way that I needed him. It also taught me that I didn't need to be angry about it anymore. It showed me that what he was doing, he was actually really trying to be the best that he could with what he knew how to do. And I believe that that is something to really look at. That is something to look at as a man, because when your dad is away working in a plant setting, or he is working away for days on end, he's really, really, really trying to contribute, no matter how you see it, to the family in another way. And if there's an injury that he has, like my dad did, he's also trying to afford himself the time that it takes to work through that on his own too, without having an effect on you, while simultaneously having an effect on you. Interesting, hey? So, what I want to leave you with in this video, because I don't want to just jump off from here, but what I want to leave you with is this. You are most worthy. You are most worthy of the best life. You are most worthy of the attention that you didn't get from your dad. You're most worthy of being the best dad to your kids that you can. You are most worthy of the time that you did not get to spend with him. And you are most worthy of being happy and letting that go and creating a better life, because now you know what you need so that you don't have to do the same thing over and over, or emulate that same thing because you feel like that's the way you need to be loved. That's the way you need attention. My man, I want to help you through that as well. I also want to help you see how awesome you already are. Valiant Wellness, at Valiant Wellness, Instagram is my handle. TheValiantLifestyle.com is where you can find me. Sign up for my newsletter, the Intrepid Insider, and I will take you through the weekly awesome articles. I also want to hear from you. So DM me. I want to work with you. I want you to feel awesome. I want you to know how awesome you already are. And I want you to be able to see that the life that you lived when you were a kid is not a loss, but is so much better than that. All right, my friend, TheValiantLifestyle.com. Let's do this.